don't have any snacks or anything.
Where's the light?
How did you do that? I couldn't do that.
Oh. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Epilepsy warning.
That's it. That's how you do things. We better shut the door. It is shut. Hello, guys.
Hi.
How you doing? Welcome to the Tokyo Creative Live Show. It is Friday night. No matter where you might be out there in the big wide world, thanks for joining us on this Friday evening. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good morning, evening, afternoon. I'm joined by the lovely Tokidoki Emma. Even though you're the presenter of the channel, why am I presenting?
No, you go for it. No, I'm enjoying the break.
You do it.
Nice. No, I don't know what to say. I'm just here for the journey, man.
Just
here for the journey across Japan.
Yeah. So Emma's been joining me. Thank you, Emma, for joining me the last few days. We've been cycling across Kyushu, guys. The weather's not been so good.
No, today was hellish. It was super rainy, super cold. But
I've seen some pretty cool stuff. I've seen the largest active volcano in Japan. We've seen Japan's most famous and popular mascot, Kumamon, the bear. We've done all sorts of stuff. We'll talk about that in a bit. But where are you watching from today, guys? Let us know in the comments. I'm always keen.
Yeah.
Please paint us a wonderful picture of where you're watching from. I love it. I love it when people get really detailed descriptions. Like, I'm on a bus in Morocco eating some biscuits. I'm watching this from a plane in Cyprus.
I always feel bad when people say, I'm watching this from work. I'm like, oh, is that okay?
Yeah, that's of course it's okay.
Okay.
So if you're at school, if you're at work, if you're in a lecture, it's great. If you're watching this, it's probably better than listening to a teacher talk about stuff or doing work anyway. So
everybody's from everywhere. We've got Canada, India, Australia, hey Aussies, America, Netherlands, Philippines,
Texas, America, Netherlands, Portugal, Netherlands, Osaka, Germany, Brisbane, Israel, Sweden, Canada, Denmark, Germany in a train.
It's like the new Pokemon rap.
Bedfordshire, UK here. I'm from Brazil. I just love it because you've got like Edward, right, for Bedfordshire, Edward McDougall, and then you've got Emmanuel from Brazil. And you just think from a Brazil.
A single
from
Brazil.
Complete different opposite sides of the world, and we're all united by the fact that we're watching two people in a hotel room in somewhere in Japan. In a glamorous hotel room with a lamp that barely works. Notice if I touch the lamp, it goes on and off. It's a sort of premium excitement you can expect today. And what's that?
An egg.
An egg?
No, it's a beauty blender. Don't eat it. It's covered in face things.
Oh dear. Yeah. Oh dear. For the next hour, though, guys, we are all yours to answer your questions about anything and to do some things.
Anything within reason. I'm not. I'm not. Academic. I'm not an academic. I was trying to say architect in my head, but that was completely
I'm not an architect.
I'm not an architect. I can't answer your
Glad we cleared that up. I'm eating these.
Can I have one?
No.
Please.
Yes.
Oh.
So in Japan, whenever you do anything in Japan, you often get free things. And today we've got for every single one of us. We've got these Vicks drops. They're all right. They're not too bad. I can't complain given that we got them for free. So
it's good for the throat, right? That's the thing with Vicks.
Yeah. Anyway, they taste all right. Dan says, Chris, how old are you? I'm 28 years old.
28 years
young. How are you?
23.
You lucky bastard.
What, you were 23 once?
Yeah, but I wasn't.
You squandered your time there.
My time there. Whenever I meet someone who's younger than me, but more successful, I hate them.
I'm not more successful.
Yeah, but you're more successful than I was when I was 23. So I hate you.
What were you at 23? What were you
doing? Was nothing.
Oh.
I don't know what I was doing at 23. What was I doing? 2013. I would have been a YouTuber and a teacher at the same time. Why aren't you shaving? Says Tanner. I'm not shaving because I thought it would look cool to show the passage of time from the start to the end of the cycle. So I thought I'd just let it happen.
Are you shaving the edges?
Yeah, because it's really patchy and shit here.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty patchy and shit here as well.
No, it's coming through. Like,
are you like for or against the facial hair? Because I did a poll on Instagram the other day, and 60% said yes, 40% said no.
On certain people it looks great.
And on me?
Oh, that's a question. No, I think it looks good. I think it looks good. I think you actually kind of look like an evil genius if you look.
I love that.
Yeah, I can see like a.
What do you think, guys? Yes or no? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm impartial. I kind of like it, but then don't. I think in a year or two it might look a bit better. It's getting there, but I've never grown it this long. It's never been this long before.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's the start of great things. Like it's good because you can hide how fat your face is. Anyway, John L says, Chris, please sing us a song. Chris Okano has asked you in a previous Q&A, so now I want to hear you sing. It must be great if he keeps asking.
Are you actually going to? I don't know, man.
I might sing, but I've got to finish this suite first.
Oh,
so
yeah.
when I finish this suite, in about 3 days, I might sing them. Chelsea says, my husband and I are wanting to go to Japan next year. Do you have any recommendations of what we should do while we are there? Well, you've recently traveling around, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been traveling a lot. I mean, honestly, when people ask that question, it really depends on who you are as a person. Do you like city more? Do you like country more? Do you like luxurious things? Do you like finding a good deal? Like, it all depends on what you like. So
it does. Depends what kind of person you are, Chelsea. Like,
Chelsea, tell us about who you are, Chelsea.
If you want a romantic time, go to Hakone, the hot spring resort, and hire like a private onsen, a room with a private onsen.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Nothing more romantic than sitting in a private onsen, especially if you've got like a view of Mount Fuji and stuff. If you like, I really like Osaka. It's funny, I loved Osaka, and then I really started to hate it recently. But we just filmed there a few weeks ago with Pete Donaldson when we were doing the cycle. It's a video coming out, the next video after the next one. We're in Osaka. And I started to like it again.
Why did you start to hate it though?
Because it's very, very touristy.
Yes.
And if you go, it's just like you can't move. And it's just very loud. But if you just go off the tourist track a little bit and go down the back alleys and you get mixed up in the lights and the kind of atmosphere, it's just a photographer's dream. You can be the world's crappiest photographer and you just use your iPhone, you take a photo and it looks amazing. And that's basically what my Instagram is.
Well, with Chelsea, I think that no matter where you go, as long as you find a way to see some touristy stuff and then get off the beaten track a little bit, I think you'll get the best of both worlds and you have a good time.
The best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds.
You look a bit like Tony Stark when he was young, says Record in Cockle.
I can see that a little bit, yeah.
Apparently I look like Tony Stark, Elon Musk, and Johnny Depp. Oh, and Frankie Muniz.
Okay.
Who do I look like?
Oh, man. You look like Tony Stark to me now, that's all I can see.
You look like someone off Peep Show.
Yeah? So many people tell me that and I've never seen it.
Dobby from Peep Show.
Dobby.
She's like the most awesome character, so it's a compliment.
Yeah. I get told I look like, who's that lady who plays the White Witch in Narnia?
Oh, I don't know.
I get told I look like her.
That's where Siri comes in.
Sorry. Are you getting Siri?
Was it?
The White Witch in Narnia, don't worry.
Who's the White Witch in Narnia?
Sorry, I can't search what something is about, but I can search by title, actors or directors, and categories like horror or action.
Apple spent literally billions of dollars on Siri and it's still utterly fucking shit. Anyway, Draz Plays says,
Draz.
You've bested me and Martin with dance. Which one of you is better, you or Chris?
Is that one? No, Draz. Are you better at dancing than me? That's the question.
Definitely.
I've never seen you dance.
I've seen you dance.
When?
In the Tokyo Creative Studio once.
Yeah, I that's all the time.
It was certainly a display of having a fit at first.
Stop!
And I was only calling the ambulance.
No!
And anyway.
Ungraceful.
Graceful as a fox being hit by a lorry. Joshua says, your beard looks a little bit like Natski's as he became more British. Are you both slowly merging into one entity? Also, Wales represent. Thanks, Joshua, for Wales. I was in Wales in February. Nice place.
Oh.
I slowly merging into one entity. The idea of merging with Natsuki sounds quite repulsive. So no, I'm not doing that. Never. Is Ryotro going to join the trip? Yes, he's already been on the trip for a little bit and he's coming up soon. So stick around. He'll be around. Mickey says, Emma, what are you expecting on this journey?
I'm expecting to have fun. You better make it fun for me.
So Emma's actually on the cycle for 2 or 3 days. We filmed one video today and we accepted a challenge sent in by somebody. Like, as you know, we've been doing challenges every day, right?
Yeah.
And the challenge we did with Emma was we had to do puns throughout the whole fucking day.
Oh, so bad. I didn't expect to be that bad.
It wasn't a whole lot of pun.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. I'm done. The video is done. We are not doing this anymore. I swear to God, Chris.
All right, we won't do it anymore.
Thank you. Yeah. Shut up with that. Face.
All right, fine. I'll stop looking for puns. But yeah, we did puns all day, and it was puntastic. That doesn't work, does it?
No.
Okay, enough of the puns. You look like Eddie Izzard with that beard. Says Papa Q. I will take that. I agree a little bit actually. Does look a little bit like Eddie Izzard. Cheers to Emma. She's true blue.
Aww. Cheers, Emma. She's true blue.
I don't get the reference, but yeah.
Song. It's down an 8. Thanks. I don't know how to drink on me. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible Aussie.
I still haven't sung yet. Got the sweet.
Oh my god, you gotta
Let's go
hurry
kick
up.
it.
We need to get a song out.
Did Lust says, did Joey help you get PewDiePie for the last leg of the cycle? No, he didn't. Rubbish friend. Come on, Joey, if you're watching, which you're definitely not, get PewDiePie to do the cycle. Don't know how that would be really weird and awkward.
Yeah, it would be really weird.
Don't know how that would work. I'm sure he's a nice bloke though. You've met him, actually.
Yeah. He's my friend. Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
Met PewDiePie and Marcia.
Yeah.
Literally the best of friends ever.
We're good friends.
What are they like in real life?
Really nice. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. They're just really great people.
Just down to earth.
Down to earth, easy to get along with, very understanding, and very good listeners.
It's weird to think you actually know them and friends with them.
Yeah. I find it weird sometimes too. I'm like,
6 degrees of separation, right? You guys know Emma or me, and now one away from PewDiePie. So
you guys all know. You all know Felix.
Right, so I'm friends with you, and you're friends with PewDiePie. So I'm now one person away from PewDiePie.
Yeah.
I can get in. Ralph Gum says, "What does it say on your hoodies? Bad English slogan." Good point, actually.
Actually, we're gonna plug those.
Yeah. So I don't normally wear hoodies, although it actually suits me quite well. Look at this.
Yeah, I think you look great.
Going along with my new villainous
Your
look.
villain look. No, you just like you're gonna rob a corner store. Not really
The
a
Robert
big villain.
Corner store. How dare you? So the Tokyo Creative folks have actually whipped up some merchandise recently, and they've chosen a slogan from abroad in Japan. They've chosen a slogan from a abroad in Japan video. Why is that so hard to say? Anyway, I can't talk. I've got a mint in my mouth. A few months ago, Ryotaro and I made a video, and at one point we climbed this mountain, and he was eating some pot noodles. And I said, "How do you feel eating these pot noodles on the mountain?" And he said, "Oh, I feel very luxury." I don't know why he said it. Apparently, it was luxurious having cup noodles on a mountain.
I feel very luxurious.
And they've turned that into a jumper. So I feel very luxury.
Beautiful.
And I've been wearing this with pride. I love things with weird English on. So yeah, you can check this out at the Tokyo Creative merch store along with this design.
Yeah, it's just a basic TC wear. But it's a nice, good white hoodie.
Check it out in the description box and the link below. You can check it out there. And there's lots of different designs. So, what's that?
You just did that. You're like, check it out in the description down below.
But do check it out. Get description box, Tokyo Creative Shop. You can see all the designs. And you can wear this cool hoodie and look great and awesome like me. Like a Robert Downey Jr. Chelsea has again
Chelsea, welcome back.
arrived in the comments. My husband and I are adventurous and we're huge foodies. And Stuart, my husband, has been to Japan. I don't know if you all noticed this. Laugh out loud. Awesome. Well, if you're adventurous, go to Hokkaido, rent a car in the winter, and drive around in the snow like I did last year. Just don't take Chris Hokkaido with you. Just a Guy says, "Would you invite T-Series for your trip?"
No.
What's T-Series?
They're gonna overtake Felix. They're gonna overtake PewDiePie.
Oh.
Yeah, but their views are crap. They're a company. I wonder if they're buying followers.
YouTube politics.
Yeah.
Andrew says, "I'm a fat boy from Toronto.
Love a fat boy."
Can you call me fat in Japanese, please, senpai? I could do that. Do you want to try?
I don't know.
Andrew-sama. Debu desu ne. You can say futoi. Like in Japanese, there's 2 words to say fat. You can say futoi, which is kind of just normal fat, or debu. Debu. D-E-B-U. Debu. It means like fat in a rude kind of way.
Is futotta like to put on weight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saikin futotta. Recently, I got fat.
Yeah.
There's
many ways for you.
Debu is a more comical way.
Debu.
So Andrew's a really hard name to say in Japanese. Andrew-san. Chotto debu desu ne. When I put on weight when I was a teacher, I used to go into the classroom and just be like, "Ha, I'm fat now," and all the students would laugh because Japanese love self-deprecating humour.
That's so sad.
Revolving around putting on weight. Yeah. So that was my one trick. How I won over the students. I did beatboxing and I pretended to, and I just talked about how fat I was. And that's the 2 things you need to do if you teach in Japan. Be fat and beatbox and you win. And then you will win. What's your experience with missing trains or buses? Kerry Chi says, referring to the fact that I've been cycling, perhaps?
Or is it actually just missing? Oh, is it that you're missing them? Or is it that sometimes you miss a train or a bus?
Don't know. What I will say is I like buses, so I don't miss buses. I do miss bullet trains though. But actually cycling for the last month and a half across Japan, it's the perfect pace to see everything. Like all the towns and all the cities, all the places in between. I feel like I've seen so much of Japan. And when I think back to the first day of the trip, we've got Natsuki and me cycling around Yamagata, 2,000 kilometers north from here. just feels like another life ago.
Yeah, you've
Like,
been on this for so long.
You know when you go on a big holiday and you come back and you feel like it's one big adventure.
Yeah,
It's a bit like that, but bigger and never-ending cycle of despair, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, when I think back to the first week, I feel weirdly nostalgic because it feels like another life ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't miss trains or buses. Bikes are the way forward. Bikes to the future. Joshua Roberts says, I'm hoping to apply for the Japan exchange teaching program next year.
Yeah.
What advice do you have? And tell us a little of your experiences teaching. I've heard a lot of horror stories. What have you heard? What have you heard?
Horror stories?
You were a teacher for a bit, right?
Just freelance. So I never really got in front of like a classroom or anything.
I don't really have any horror stories from my time teaching. My students were great. Generally, like the naughty students, as I've said in the video once, the naughtiest students just literally shout out the word dick over and over. Yeah. Or they'd like open their dictionary to a silly word like, dick. And then they'd be like, oh, Kusense kitene. And I'd chanto kitene. And I'd be like, what is it, Takeshi? And he'd be like, dick. And I'd be like, oh yeah, you're the funniest kid I've ever met. You'll go far, Takeshi. Good luck with your career. So yeah, that's about. I mentioned before I did piss off a kid once. I had my most cringeworthy memory, which makes me feel really awkward and uncomfortable, and it's one of those memories you just want to play out your mind.
Yeah.
I did offend a student once, and in hindsight, I was in the wrong. I was being very stupid. I was being British by all standards. We're horrible. And I had to get the Japanese kids. I was getting them to like name different desserts in English. They had to guess it or something. I can't remember. And one of the desserts that came up was Knickerbocker Glory. You know that ice cream dessert with bananas and stuff.
Okay,
Knickerbocker Glory. Fucking nightmare to say that or spell it. But I was getting the kids to spell it on the board. And one of the kids, for some reason, he wrote Knickerpoker G, which I thought was fucking awesome. Because I thought, if you're going to be a poker player, let's face it, you're going to call yourself Knickerpoker G. And I was like, everyone was laughing because I was like, no, you're wrong. And but I felt bad because the kid had tried, and rather than taking it on the chin and finding it funny himself, like the other 40 people, he got really pissed and started like hitting the table.
Oh no!
And the laughter everyone was laughing. I was like, Knickerpoker G, that could be your new name in a kind of off the cuff way.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh no, like
he like fully took it.
I don't want to be Knickerpoker G, and he hit the table, and and everyone stopped laughing. It was like fun's over, and the teacher was like, oh, so and to apologise, and I was like, oh, that's awkward. And that was my first. That was in the first few months of teaching. I learned quickly not to be a dickhead. So yeah, just be careful, because that kind of joke in the UK or Australia, that would be funny. But like some Japanese kids get easily offended. So in Japan, there's not really that culture of making fun of other people, even in a sarcastic way. And that's why in my most recent video, why I don't speak Japanese, I talked about how when I make fun of Ryotaro in my videos, and Ryotaro bullies me in return. In a kind of Japanese viewers don't get it when they read the subtitles. They're like, "Oh my god, you would talk to someone like that?"
Yeah. Because
Ryotaro and I are horrible to each other, and I find it quite funny, and he enjoys it. But in Japan, that kind of culture of making fun of other people doesn't really work. So don't do that if you're a teacher. Good luck with teaching.
Good luck.
Andrew says, can you please do a collaboration with Asian Andy and get him to come on the bike ride with you, please? That'd be a dream come true to many viewers.
Do you know Asian Andy?
Who's Asian Andy?
We'll have to look him up.
I don't know who Asian Andy is.
Sorry.
I'm sure he's an upstanding gent and an awesome guy. But yeah, I'll check it out. I've had somebody, Ladybeard, messaged me on Twitter the other day. Do you know Ladybeard, guys?
He's so cool.
Australian dude. He's literally got a beard and he dresses like a lady. His name pretty much summarizes exactly what he is and does rather well. He's Ladybeard. But he does like music videos with that rock group. What are they called?
Baby
Metal.
Baby Metal. I was like Baby Death.
He's like collaborating with Baby Metal. And everyone's always like, "Oh, Chris, you should interview Baby Metal or something." Could do, but yeah, no, he got in touch on Twitter the other day, so maybe we'll do things.
Hell yeah!
Laura B says, "Can you do an impromptu beatbox rap about Natsuki?" Yeah, I'll beatbox, you rap.
Oh god,
you're quite good at rapping. I've done this before with you. You're like better than Natsuki.
Well, not when there's
not hard, admittedly, but
not when there's pressure. But we can give it.
There's no pressure. There's only 958 people watching. And after we finish with this rap,
with Natsuki?
And after this rap, that viewer figure should plummet. Natsuki, Fatski.
I literally thought Fatski.
Fatski. Natsuki. Matsuki. So what rhymes with Natsuki?
Right.
This is where the people in the comments. This is
I
where
could
you
give it a
guys are
go.
supposed to think of something that rhymes. What does rhyme with Natsuki? I don't. But anyway, ready?
Oh God.
This is your big moment. Ready? And this counts as my song. You know, I said.
Oh, does it? Oh, come on.
This is my song. Earlier on, I was told to do a song. I'm not going to do a song. I'm going to beatbox, and she's going to rap about what was it again? Natsuki. All right, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Retsky, I wish we could have a chat ski. He's not fat ski, he is the best ski. We go skiing on the mountain and a fountain, and we go down the hill, and it's snowy. Oh, wind is blowing. I don't know.
Carry on, guys. Going all right there. So usually, Natsuki does about 5 seconds. He just says 3 words, and then I laugh. But you did quite well there.
Oh, thank you.
I'd give that a 7 out of 10.
Thanks, man.
What do you
Oh, that's
reckon?
quite high.
That was better than I was expecting. And I know some of you are going to be at work at the moment, listening, just sitting there at work, like clearly not working, or at a lecture, or on a bus, just sitting here watching this and thinking, what am I doing with my life? Watching 2 people.
Why am I here? What is my
beatboxing and rapping in a room in Japan somewhere, the other side of the planet, being mugs. But it was worth it. Andrew says,
reported,
but it's a good way to cooperate with kids. Yeah. Keep up the good vlogs, mate. Thank you, Andrew. You're a nice guy. You're my favourite person. Lust says, do a video with that Japanese man Yuta. I could do. Don't know what we could do. He's a nice bloke. Have you ever met him?
I've never met him.
I spoke to him once or twice. He seems like a lovely chap indeed. Lovely chap indeed. Lovely chap indeed.
I saw someone said I needed a mustache.
Hey, you guys, I don't know how much Dr. Jelly costs, but here is some money for it.
Oh, thank you.
Awkward has given us $5 to spend on Dr. Jelly. Dr. Jelly costs 260 yen per sachet.
We can get
we can get 2 Dr. Jellies.
Almost 2.
Almost 2 Dr. Jellies. So that's awesome. Thank you. That's a worthy investment. Dr. Jelly is really good. It's not even called Dr. Jelly, best of all. We thought that name up.
I don't even know what it is.
And yet now most of our viewers think it's actually called Dr. Jelly.
That was a really good commercial, though. I loved it so much.
Tastes good, though. It
was awesome.
Andrew says, please check out a video from Asian Andy after this live stream. You will love him so much, and he will keep you very entertained.
Okay, we will.
I will do it. I'll check him out. Anything for you, Awkward T. Emma, you're a good rapper. Literally, actually good, says Sophie. Literally, actually good.
Thanks, Sophie.
Oh, gosh. Emma's rapping voice is amazing, says Mickey. This is the consensus here is pretty good. You can rap. Yeah.
I can rap.
Timo says, hello, Chris. I'm from Georgia, and I'm watching you for 2 years. Thank you, Timo. I like you. What can you advise me and my friends about sumo trip in Japan? I've never been to sumo, so I can't really give much advice.
It's hard to see sumo.
Have you done it?
I've seen a training thing because I was on a trip and I got to go behind the scenes and see a training in a they called it a stable, a sumo stable, but that makes me think of
horse-sized bloody sumo.
Yeah,
people.
but you have to make sure you got the season, make sure you got the tickets, plan everything before you come here, because you can't just turn up and be like, I'm going to go to sumo, because there's a very specific season.
Where was it? I know there's one in Tokyo towards Asakusa region. But I don't even know where sumo is. I don't know where it is.
I went to a training house in Ibaraki. But they move all over Japan depending on the season and depending on the time. So you got to really check and plan everything. Yeah.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah. It's really cool. The training was so intense. Oh my god!
It's one of those things. I've done nearly everything in Japan now, especially after this bloody cycle. I think I can't think of many things I haven't done, but sumo is one of them, and I really should try and do that next year.
Yeah. Because
that's it's a top thing to do in Japan, and so many people ask me about it, and I don't feel I'm qualified because I don't know anything about it other than 2 really fat guys just try and push each other outside of a circle.
Well, I didn't actually think I'd be that interested in it. I was never really attracted to wanting to go and watch any sumo. And once I saw it, I was like, holy crap. And learning about, like, we went and ate with them, and they had this pot in the center of the room with the chunko nabe, and it was like this big on a fire. And then they came out with rice and katsu and like so many dishes. And I was like, do you eat until you're full, or do you eat? And they're like, no, we eat. After that, you have to like force feed yourself. So interesting. Really, really cool.
Sumo.
Yeah.
Where is your favourite rural place in Japan to visit? It says Mr. Matt Mann. My favourite place to visit in rural Japan is it's probably Yamagata, where I lived. I've travelled Japan extensively, and I've not found anywhere that I felt as excited by as Yamagata. And I think it's because Yamagata's got a very mysterious side to it. You just get lost. and you feel like you're on the edge of the earth sometimes. So yeah, I like Yamagata, and the inland inland Seto inland sea of Japan is really beautiful. We cycled through it in a video, and you'll see that, and you'll be hopefully blown away as I was by it. But yeah, what about you, Emma?
I'm not good with like really rural places. My favorite place is Hiroshima. I always love going to Hiroshima, and I like going to different areas of Hiroshima. If I go somewhere, it's always the city for one day, and then you kind of go out of it. So I don't know. I don't really have a favorite, but I like Hiroshima.
When I was in Hiroshima for a video coming up, we went to the pizza vending machine, the first pizza vending machine in Japan. Oh my god, it was. Oh, you're gonna have to find out. But interestingly, it was a pizza vending machine, right, guys? But it uses an oven system. It's not a microwave. You pay the money, you choose your pizza, and then you have to stand there for 5 minutes while it's like baked in the actual giant vending machine. And interestingly, when we had to queue up for it because it was so popular. It was like at 9 p.m. at night, and there were people queuing out the front of this DVD Blockbuster Video style shop in Hiroshima to get their vending machine pizza. And yeah, it was really interesting. I think it's gonna be quite fun. So check it out. I'd give it a 6 out of 10 in terms of edibility.
So it's not as good as my rap, because my rap was a.
Your rap was a 7 out of 10. Your rapping is better than a vending machine pizza. let it be known to all throughout the world. Christina Lynn says, Chris, would you try interviewing Tatsuro Yamashita doing a city pop video? Also, did you meet up with Dogen? Loved both your previous collaborations with him.
Dogen.
Do you know Tatsuro Yamashita? The father of Japanese city pop music.
No, but you really like him, don't you?
I love him.
Yeah.
If you don't know this, guys, go on YouTube after this, type in Tatsuro Yamashita or city pop 80s. It's a genre of music that's just kind of jazzy and funky and fun. I love it. I would interview him if I got the chance. I'd love to interview him. I think he speaks a bit of English as well, so I'd probably do that. And we haven't met up with Dogen yet, but we are going to meet up with him.
I don't get to.
You're not going to meet Dogen? You've met Dogen earlier.
I know, he's so wonderful.
Yeah, he's wonderful.
I miss him.
Good old Kevin.
Kevin!
I love calling him Kevin.
I know, it's so...
Because Dogen just sounds really cool. And then you meet him and he's just a really nice, down-to-earth person.
Yeah.
He's kind of intimidating as Dogen. But in reality, he's really, just Kevin.
Yeah.
The nice guy.
I like Kevin.
Good old Kevin.
Good old Kevin.
Vanessa says, what's your favourite mountain in Japan? My favourite mountain, Vanessa, is... What's my favourite mountain?
Mount Asal?
Well, Mount Asal was pretty awesome. The largest active volcano in Japan and one of the largest active volcanoes on the planet. I saw it the other day. It blew my absolute mind. It was such a cool view. But no, I'm probably going to go with Mount Chokai in Yamagata because I lived in the shadow of a 2,200 meter volcano for 3 years. And every day I'd drive to work. And that was like, I'd look up and see this giant volcano. And that's how I kind of knew that I was living somewhere exotic and fun. Because in the UK, we don't really have mountains. Some people are going to be annoyed at me for saying that, but the tallest mountain, Ben Nevis, is like 1,200 meters, which is not really a mountain by the standards of most mountains around the world. So, yeah, I'd say Mount Chokai. You?
I'd say Mount Mitaki in Hiroshima, because there's a temple on it called Mitaki-dera, there's a lot of memory there for the bomb victims in Hiroshima, but it's like that area, it was protected because of the mountain blocked the force of the bomb, so everything's super old there. And it's just such a really nice mountain, and there's kind of like a kids camp on the way up, and there's like all these activities you can do, and this slide and cabins and everything. It's really cool. I love it, and it's got a great view of Hiroshima.
Wow. Mount Mitaki. Mitaki.
Mitaki.
And use a meme mnemonics to remember that. Mitaki. As in, I'm a cheap person. Mitaki.
Oh,
Mount Mitaki. Yeah. That's how you memorize Japanese words.
Yeah.
Justin Jeffries says, "Don't be a spoil sport, Chris. You have to sing a song." Oh fuck!
I'm not going to let you go.
What am I going to sing?
I don't know.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it. What should I sing? Give me some ideas in the comments.
They're going to be so cruel to you.
Can I just do like a 10-second clip of something?
A clip?
Or about I could do like Spice Girls. I think that's the only song I know. Yeah. Not now. Later.
When, Chris?
I haven't finished my sweet yet.
Don't. No, I'll smack it out your hand.
After this sweet, I'll sing. All right, Vanessa is already answered. We've already answered Vanessa's question. Draz says, just make sure when you go to the sumo thing, just make sure it's not an even numbered month, as sumo is impossible to view training in the even number months. I wanted Martin beaten up. Is that your friend?
Yeah.
Once his friend beaten up by a sumo wrestler. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Chris, you've grown a beard, says Kirito Hugh. Yes, I have. But it'll be gone soon. After the cycle is going. You sad?
Yeah.
Are you
This
sad?
is the new you.
This is the new me.
When you come back and you haven't got the beard, I'm gonna be like, nothing's changed.
Well, it looks a bit silly at the moment. Once I shave and it comes back better, I'll look like a real Bond villain, and then I'll have the hood like that. And then I'll look like fucking cool motherfucking gangster swearing dude. Okay.
If you get rid of your hair, you'll look like an egg. I like that. It's like an egg.
Right. One of the crew, innit? Can I be cool? Let me know in the comments.
Is it possible?
You should sing Wham. You should sing Bohemian Rhapsody, Poker Face. Poker Face doesn't even have any lyrics. It's just Poker Face.
There's so many.
That's literally Poker Face.
You should sing Last Christmas.
Last Christmas.
I gave you my heart, but the very
I love that song, but let's not butcher it. KJ Kingslayer says, I don't have much money being a student. Hope it helps. Don't have to donate money, KJ. Enjoy the money. When I was a student, I worked 2 jobs and I spent all the money at McDonald's and various restaurants. I was very stupid. But yes, thank you, KJ. Very kind.
Thank you.
Okazaki 240 says, going to Japan December. Is it worth going to Aomori for 2 days? Is it enough time? Also, Emma, host a video with Chris and Charlotte after the cycle. Love from Australia. Well, Charlotte's actually here.
Do you want to peek in for a second? Charlotte's like lying on. Wait.
Don't film me. Don't film me like this.
She's just lying on the floor.
Spoiler alert.
Were you talking about?
All right, go away now.
Just,
we don't need you now.
Oh.
That's Charlotte.
That was my big.
You can lie back on your own floor now. We're in Charlotte's room.
There you go. Charlotte's there. I love that. Just wheel out Charlotte for 10 seconds. Back to the floor. Look at her laying on the floor.
Stop filming me.
Like lazing around on the floor like a porpoise, no less.
We won't let her lie in her own bed.
Lying on the floor
if
like
you
a
lie in the bed,
porpoise.
no one will see you.
Well, people know I'm here now, so can I lie on the fire?
Yeah, go lie on the bed. I'll hide you with my body.
You're ruining this incredible live stream.
Let me come closer.
Going back to Aomori question, yes, it's worth going.
Secret Charlotte.
If you go to Aomori, stay at a really nice onsen or ryokan where you can enjoy the hot springs in the snow. Like Aomori gets some of the highest levels of snowfall on the planet. So if you go there in the winter, you've got the snow, you can sit in a hot spring. It's beautiful. Definitely do it. Who else are they hiding? Says Iqbal. We're not hiding anyone else.
Just
Charlotte. That's about as exciting.
Leg,
it's about as exciting as it gets.
Otherwise.
Oh wait, it's PewDiePie hiding under the table. Yes to the hood, says this guy.
Should I put my hood up?
See?
I'm wearing a beanie.
What do you think, guys? Hood, yes or no? I think yes.
Kind of them.
I think I look quite cool in a hoodie.
Yeah, I think
so. I normally dress like a 50-year-old man. But this could be the new me, the new like cool Chris. Because most of my over 20 years old.
Yeah.
So I can get in with the cool kids, get in with the crowds. What music do people listen to under 20 years old these days?
Under 20 years old? I don't know.
If you're watching this and you're under 20 years old, what do you believe in? How do you see the world? Because I don't understand people under 20. What music do you like? Let me know. I want to be one of you. Mr. Matman from New Zealand says, what's the correct way to sing happy birthday in Japanese? You're welcome, Chris. Also, have you ever been lost in Japan and no English?
Near to no English.
I've been lost in Japan nearly every single day of this trip, to be honest. Because basically, when I'm cycling, I can't look at the phone. So I look at Google Maps and I see where we've got to go, and then I kind of memorize the route and then do it. And it's worked for the most part, but I have got lost a fair few times. As for the happy birthday in Japanese, they just sing it in English, don't they?
Yeah.
They just sing happy birthday. It's just happy birthday, but in Japanese characters. Happy birthday to Emma. Happy birthday. I'm not singing that though. That's not going to be my big number. Me singing a tacky version of Happy Birthday.
In high school, I always sung in Japanese class, Otanjobi omedetou. But when you got to the name, it was like, Otanjobi omedetou. Otanjobi omedetou.
It's the end of that bit.
Yeah.
Eagle01 says, Konbanwa.
Konbanwa.
Konbanwa. That means good evening in Japanese.
Good evening.
Um,
Good evening.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
A yellow comment.
Justin
Jeffrey says, Chris, I'm applying for Jet tomorrow. Tomorrow, fuck. Good luck. And I was curious, when you came here, did you bring a significant amount of money to keep you afloat? It seems to be a common thing to bring £2,000. I did bring about £1,000 with me when I came to Japan.
In Australia, for the working holiday visa, you need a minimum of $3,000 before they'll even let you take the visa.
People often ask me, when coming to Japan, what's the one thing they should bring? And the answer is money. Bring money. Lots of money. Bring all the money. I sold, before I came to Japan, I sold all my worldly possessions, which was about nothing. I had like 10 DVDs. All the Harry Potter DVD collection. I sold it for the whopping sum of 30 shillings. But yeah, I came to Japan with £2,000, which is
they said dollars, so it might be more dollars.
$2,000 is less.
Yeah, well, like you might need more dollars.
I'd say it's not enough. Have a credit card.
Yeah.
That's Chris's tip of the day. Let's enjoy credit cards. Yeah.
Debt.
As long as you pay it off quick. People often say, don't use a credit card. I've been using a credit card my whole life. Just try and pay the fucking thing off quick. Yeah. Dejara Michelle says, I hope this will buy you dinner.
Oh, wow.
Drinks or yummy snacks on your journey. That's very kind of you, Dejara. We will buy dinner. We'll buy dinner tomorrow before Emma goes back to Tokyo. On your journey, have you encountered any wildlife? And Emma, how do you put up with those boys? Love your videos and the content. First question, boys.
Boys. Am I right, ladies?
How do you put up with them boys?
Oh, you guys are fine.
I'm a boys.
You know, you're a boys. Boys are just people.
Yeah.
We're all just people. So, you know, you just people are people. And I've got Charlotte as well.
Got Charlotte.
She's
got Charlotte to keep her company.
I saw your face
to the wall, like, scare my name.
On the bed.
I don't know what's going on.
In terms of wildlife, we saw a snake the other day. Actually, I was cycling and I saw a snake come out in front of the bike. That was kind of creepy. There's lots of snakes. Shit ton of spiders down here. We're in Kyushu at the moment, Japan's most southernmost mainland island, and there's a stupid amount of spiders, and they're terrifying. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I've seen like power lines, and they're just connected by these thick webs.
Thankfully, the fuckers don't seem to come indoors. I haven't seen a single one indoors. Outside, everywhere. Every power line, every little nook and cranny, there's a giant, colourful spider, and they're horrible. Yeah. And that's my main encounter with wildlife. Can't stand wildlife and animals. Well, I like animals, just, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Charlotte's being held hostage. It says. Hostage in her own hotel room. Yeah, we're doing this in Charlotte's hotel room because our team, our crew are sleeping either side the room, so we could be loud and noisy. Because often in Japanese hotels, the walls are made of what can only be described as paper. So you can't talk loud. But because we've got people around us that we know, we can be loud and annoying.
Have you ever seen a tanuki?
Tanuki? What's that?
The raccoon dog?
Raccoon dog. I've seen it once.
Really? I've never seen one.
And then I ate it.
Oh, what it tastes like?
Tastes like
broken dreams.
Bear.
Oh, bear.
I ate some raw horse yesterday.
Yeah.
That was delicious. Sing Sukiyaki. Oh, I love that song. I'll sing that. I'll try and sing a bit of that from memory in a minute.
Yeah.
Again, I've got to finish this week. Hi, Chris. Why is your Mount Fuji video not watchable anymore? Well,
what happened?
Funny story there.
What?
Yes, the person with the biggest Mount Fuji video on YouTube now is sitting right behind us on this bed looking at.
No, because
Screenshot that.
Mount Fuji video, which is on your channel,
Screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Screenshot done. So Charlotte's got the #1 Mount Fuji video. I used to have it, but I used a song by the Yoshida Brothers, a really cool Japanese band.
Oh, okay.
I made the video like 5 years ago, and I used to use lots of copyrighted music.
Right.
YouTube banned that song. My video got banned, and so the video's gone forever. So sad. And worst of all, I can't even download it because it's got a copyright claim. So often on YouTube, you can download your own videos, right? Can't do that. YouTube have completely blocked it. So
did you always
lost forever.
Did you
can't watch
delete
it.
the stuff? Like old videos, you just deleted everything?
No, it's still there. So I just can't watch it. It's pretty shit, to be honest. So the moral of the story is don't use copyrighted music on YouTube, otherwise your work will go up in smoke. It's really sad, isn't it? There you go. Charlotte's crashed the party, says Mikey. Yeah, bitch. Draz says, Kyushu, .. ellipsis. I spent the last 6 years there, a few months every year. There's spiders and snakes and nothing. Mukade entered the house there. Mukade.
What's mukade?
Mukade.
Do you know what mukade is?
Mukade.
Yeah, those
Expert.
really big, like centipedes.
Oh,
Giant
centipedes.
centipede.
Ugh,
Fuck that.
no
Yeah,
thanks.
I love Kyushu. Couldn't live here because of the insects. Screw that. People always ask me, like, where would I like to live? Not Kyushu.
Not Kyushu.
Big fucking insects, horrible. Whereas in Tohoku, insects don't really like the cold, so you kind of get a free pass to not insects. So Tohoku and North Japan if you don't like insects. Chris, we went to see Bohemian Rhapsody in the IMAX in Sendai because it pissed it down the whole day because we were going to go to Cat Island, but the movie was good. That's awesome. At least, see, to be honest, I'd rather watch Bohemian Rhapsody in the Sendai IMAX cinema than go to Cat Island. So it turned out well. The weather was on your side there. I'm 16 years old of age, says Legrand Coq. Is that how you spell? Is that how you pronounce it? Sorry. Legrand. Well, that is, isn't it? COQ. Legrand Koch.
Sorry.
Legrand Coq. Legrand Koch. Please go buy yourself some mochi. You're very kind.
Thank you.
I will buy myself some mochi. You're very nice.
Mochi. Thank you.
How much longer is the journey? Love from Brunei, says Harris. How much longer is the journey? At least another week or two. We're in southern Kyushu at the moment, somewhere between Kumamoto and Kagoshima. When we get to Kagoshima, I'm going to be making some videos there as well. And so, yeah, there's still another week or so left. But Emma's actually joining me until, I think, tomorrow afternoon-ish.
Yeah.
So the fun's almost over for Emma.
Yeah.
I say fun. Have you had fun?
I've had fun.
She's had fun.
I've had fun with you. I miss you in Tokyo, though. You got to come back soon.
What's in it for me?
It's filming with me on Tokyo Creative.
Why would I want to do that?
Because
you guys don't need me for Tokyo Creative. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, but I miss you.
Please invite me in. Bring me, lure me in with some food.
Okay, we will.
Lay some food through the streets of Tokyo, and I'll be like, oh, biscuit, oh, biscuit, oh, biscuit, until I finally make it into the Tokyo Creative studio. Mr. Matman says, do you think you'd ever learn another language and become trilingual? What one would it be and why? The language it would be Spanish, because I love Spanish. I used to study it. But when I was at school, I was very naive, and I thought, I speak English. Why would I ever need another language? Because you're kind of forced to learn a language, but you don't understand why when you're at school. And it's a big problem in the UK. We're very shit at learning languages. We're very snobby when it comes to languages. I don't know. What's it like in Australia?
Either the same or worse.
Oh, really?
We're quite... Australia's got its own kind of xenophobia.
Well, I wouldn't say it was xenophobia. We're just kind of like... I remember I was learning Spanish when I was a student at school. And we went to Spain, because we used to go to Spain a lot. Most people in the UK go to Spain for a holiday at least once a year. And I tried to order some drinks in Spanish. I said, un Fanta limon, por favor. Which means a Fanta lemon, please. Una Fanta limon, por favor. I can't do it.
Lemon.
It was like 10 years ago. I've forgotten. But he was like, oh, yeah, you want a Fanta lemon? I was like, yeah, don't need Spanish. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So after that, I was like, oh, I don't need Spanish now. But I love Spanish now, and I want to learn it. So, yes, it would be Spanish. And I probably will live in Spain for 3 months and just intensively learn it.
Cool.
That was always my plan. I was going to come to Japan. I was going to go to Korea and Taiwan and Hong Kong and just learn those languages and have an adventure. And then I became raw in Japan. The end. A sad end to the tale. Brian says, have some coolish for me and P. Oh, it's very kind. Do you like coolish? Squeezy ice cream. That's a horrible.
When I eat dairy, I love it.
It's really good. Coolish ice cream.
Good.
It's like ice cream in a pouch, and you squeeze it. It's amazing. Chris, are you getting help editing your videos, or do you want to maintain control of that? Says Brian. Brian,
good question.
I do edit all my own videos. That's the reason there was a delay in the videos recently. I was sick. I had a cold. Cycling across Japan for a month and a half takes its toll mentally and physically. I was bedridden for 2 or 3 days, so my videos editing got a bit behind. But I do have a guy. I've got Wenben, the Chinese dude, really awesome guy. He's in the first Journey Across Japan video. He's the guy who says, "I like dumplings." It's the best way to describe him. He compiles all the footage. He takes footage from all the different things we use, like the GoPro, the DSLR camera, the drone, and he puts it into Adobe Premiere Pro. Then I come in, edit it, do my magic, make it into an Abroad in Japan video, and there you go. Originally, I was just going to film the whole cycle on my phone, just be like, "Hey guys, I'm in a field cycling." But I realised if you're going to do that every day for 36 days or something, it's it's going to get boring pretty quick. So yeah, I'm really happy with how the videos have turned out. We've got 14 videos out now. I've made 20 videos since September.
Yeah,
I used to only put out like one video every 10 days. And now to have like 20 videos since September, it's mental. Like to look at my channel and see that. It's really cool. And there's so much more to come. There's at least another like 20 videos to come of the whole trip. So awesome. It's really cool. But yeah, basically, in short, the reason I edit is I'm an utter control freak. What about you? How do you edit?
Yeah, well, I just edit my own stuff.
I do it.
Yeah.
It's fun. I mean, it's half the fun, right?
Yeah.
Editing's where you really inject your personality into the work. So.
I can understand. I think if I ever had an editor, I just want them to put everything in and cut it down to basic chunks, and then I could add the flavor. You know.
Add the flavor.
Add the flavor.
Add the I was going to say some herbs, but I'm so tired I can't think of a herb.
Well, how much is that?
Kristen Langer says, is there a thing you have not failed to eat, drink at least once a day during the cycle? Betting it's the jelly. Every day of the cycle, I've had coffee, I've had jelly, and nearly every day I've had a pizza bread. Pizza Mom.
Yours went cold today. You couldn't have it.
Yeah. So Pizza Mom's like a little Chinese style bread thing, and it's stuffed full of pizza flavored stuff, tomato sauce and cheese. Incredibly unhealthy. Having it every day has kind of nullified some of the weight loss. So I've lost like 3 or 4 kilograms since the start of the cycle, but the pizza bread that I've been eating every day has kind of cancelled that out. So that's one of the things I eat, but mainly coffee, I'd say, Christine. Yeah, mainly coffee. I would be nothing without coffee. Is Japanese worth learning? I'm trilingual at the moment, says the grand COQ again. I'd say Japanese is worth learning if you're coming to Japan or you want to do some kind of artistic work where you're using kanji. Like I see a lot of artists use kanji characters because let's face it, they're fucking cool. So if you're maybe an artist or somebody who likes to do drawings, then learning kanji characters is good for that. But if you're not coming to Japan,
it might be better to learn Chinese then.
If you love Japanese movies or Japanese novels or books or something, then it's worth it. But I'm very pragmatic when it comes to learning a language. I only bother learning it if I'm going to use it, right? Because learning a language is a massive, massive, massive undertaking. Right, Japanese took me 2 years before I really felt like I was having a good. Well, after about a year, I could have good conversation, but that was like studying 6-7 hours a day every day for a year, which I enjoyed. But it's a massive undertaking, so you've really got to find your incentive for that. But it's just a case of why you're learning. You enjoyed learning Japanese, right?
Yeah.
You went to a language school, then stopped because of Tokyo Creative.
I actually stopped because I didn't enjoy language
school. Well, I can understand that.
Yeah, it's just the way of learning that was really crap. I really didn't like the repetitive nature of it, and I felt like I was in a nightmare and I'd gone back to school.
It's quite interesting. I've never asked you about it. So Emma went to Japanese language school, and I know a lot of you probably quite curious as to what that entails, what it's like. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
Well,
tell us about language school. What's good and bad about language school? Sum up in 1 minute. Go.
No, I was only at a specific one. I don't think I can represent everyone who goes to language school.
Represent everyone that goes to language. Represent everyone.
No,
everyone.
I had a very unique experience, and I think it's for some people, but just the way of learning was not for me. And my school in particular was quite cheap. I'm not saying they're bad, but they had a very particular way of teaching, which was the same thing every single day. It was the same format every single day, and there was a lot of tests. So it was like cram. There was a lot of pressure. It was like, oh, if you fail, you're going to have to go back down another level.
Right.
Oh, if you don't attend enough, you're going to lose your visa. And it was really...
Fundamentally, the language school took the fun out of learning language.
Yeah, I got really stressed. I crammed everything, and then I forgot everything.
Yeah,
and it was
good.
Yeah.
See, learning Japanese myself, I went at my own pace. Because I had to, I wasn't answering to anyone but myself. So if I didn't know something, I didn't know it, and I had to try and learn it until I knew it. So I think self-study is the best way to learn a language, and then you just go out and use it. So, for example, I had Natsuki, who I met every Thursday. We sit and eat yakitori chicken for like 3 or 4 hours, drinking, eating, smoking, and Natsuki did the bulk of the smoking. And I would use what I learned. So I'd learn something during the day, a word or some grammar. I'd go out, hang out with Natsuki and use it. And that was really fun and rewarding.
Yeah.
And it's really hard. It's hard for me to get into that frame of mind now, but it's a really amazing experience to speak another language. I can just see some feet right behind me. I'm trying to be really profound and brilliant here. and I can see his fucking Charlotte's foot sticking out with a tattoo.
No, watch out. Feet are dangerous on the internet. We're
Oh God.
gonna save her.
I'm missing a toenail. They won't like my
No. But yeah, right now I get private lessons once a week.
Perfect.
But yeah, so I study through the week and then I take what I've learned to my teacher and we chat about it. And we always have like an hour at the start where I just like talk about how life's going and
That's
everything.
cool. But I know, honestly, I would say if you're learning Japanese, teach yourself. All the people I know who are great taught themselves, and then they went and used it in conversation, in reading books, and that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Most things, I'd say. Shiki MSHTS says, I'm visiting Japan for the first time next month, and I'm going to spend a week jumping around Hokkaido.
Ooh,
Not literally, I hope. That'd be mental.
that'd be
Should I
much.
bring boots, or am I okay with Chuck Taylors? What's a Chuck Taylor?
Is that? Do you know Chuck Taylors?
Don't want Chuck Taylors. Don't
Do you know Chuck
bring some
Taylors?
boots because there's going to be
Chuck
snow
Taylors?
probably.
Is it the one with the thing on the side?
Not a
that's like-
Dickens.
Yeah, they're just regular like Converse that everyone wears.
Oh.
Bring boots because
Bring
Hokkaido's
boots.
going to have a lot of snow. Hokkaido will have snow, and I've travelled around Hokkaido in trainers, slipping and sliding like an idiot, and it's not fun. So yeah, definitely take boots to Hokkaido in winter and have a great time. Hey, Denmark here,
whole
says
country.
Andreas. I love it when Andreas represents the whole of Denmark. What would you do if you were spending New Year's in Tokyo? I love the videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Andreas. What would you do?
Well, it's hard because New Year's is more of like a family thing in Japan. Like for, I don't know, Christmas is more of like a time when you go out and look at illumination and it's more like a date thing. But New Year's people usually, everyone goes to Shibuya.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that though.
I
Fuck that.
wouldn't do that.
Honestly, I would try and find a decent bar, or like
Yeah.
look, maybe search online for some parties, maybe either foreigner community or something that's mixed with Japanese people, so you can talk to people and have fun. Just try and find a good bar. That's what I did. I wasn't in Tokyo. The coolest New Year's I've ever had in Japan was in Nagano, and I was there with a friend, and we didn't know what to do. We just literally, it's 8 p.m. and we were in the 7-Eleven planning what to do. We just bought some beers and started walking around, and we met these really cool Japanese guys. These two guys. One of them was like Natsuki, like a little beanie hat, a mustache, and looked really cool and trendy. And they just took us under their wing. I don't know why. I think they're a little bit drunk.
Okay.
But they were really friendly, and they just showed me and my friend around, and we had a great time. We went to like 2 or 3 different bars.
Oh.
We spoke Japanese. We got drunk. We went to a nightclub. It was really fun. Just meeting these strangers and getting shown around, and it was my favourite kind of experience in New Year's ever. I think, or one of them.
Awesome.
So I don't know. Just go to a bar and just try and find a good bar online or something, and try and get into some community there. I'd say. Billy Merrill says, you can view all of your old videos on the Wayback Machine website. Can you now? Can you, Billy? Are you sure? I'm going to try that though. What Wayback Machine website? All right, you answer the next question, and I'm going to write that down. Emma.
Okay. You should. Nimble Fox says you should do a video on the Japanese meeting of furs in Toyohashi in January. Meeting of furs.
What?
Do you know those? Japanese meeting of furs.
I go to write one thing, but you already.
Well,
lose
no,
track
I don't know what.
Nimble
meeting of
Fox, you
furs-
should do a video.
I
on the
already
Japanese...
read it out.
I don't know what the meeting of furs is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nimble. You're gonna have to elaborate on that.
Does Charmander miss her kitties? From Deborah.
Deborah,
Charlotte.
do you miss your
Do you
cat?
miss your cats?
Yes.
Yes.
Charlotte misses her cat.
I always miss my cat.
She always misses her cat.
There's a thing.
More than the people.
Oh, Draz Plays says this $5 is for Charlotte to show her feet. Emma won't do it. How rude. Show your feet.
Oh no,
Fuck
Charlotte.
off.
Why would you do this to yourself?
There you go.
No feet from me. Never
You pay.
ever.
Thank you,
Poor
Draz.
buddy, poor buddy.
You pay $5. You get to see Charlotte's
Poor
feet.
shower,
Brilliant.
buddy.
I wear socks
Money
on
well
stream
invested.
because I'm so scared.
Time to go to work. Keep up the amazing work, guys. Thank you,
Hey,
Jonathan.
Have a good day at work, Jonathan.
Jonathan Zissa, absolute
Thank
legend.
you very much.
Absolute legend, the man, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Have a great day at work. What have we got here? So, crikey, that hour quick. Didn't
Oh
it?
wow, we've only got 3
I was
minutes.
saying to Emma, like we're weighing up how long to do these live shows, right? Because we're both quite tired. We thought about half an hour, but
That's right.
honestly, when you do a live show, time just goes
so fast.
so fast.
Yeah,
I think it's because you got so many cool questions coming at you. You just want to answer them all,
yeah.
and you can't. God damn it!
It's like meeting up with a friend for an hour. It's not enough.
It's like meeting up with 1,000 friends around the world,
1,000 friends.
from Brazil to Belgium, Denmark to
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah.
Don't know why it's so hard to say a country. It's like 220 countries to choose from.
It's okay.
Anyway, we are.
Oh, John said goodbye. Jonathan said
Goodbye, Jonathan.
Goodbye. Have a good
What a legend. Have a great day. at work.
Legend.
Wiggle those toes, says Jackson. That's the toe bit done.
Oh, good lord.
Now you can read Japanese there from Samuel.
Oh, no. No.
今僕は彼女の家族ともっと I'm not going to speak 簡単に話せるように日本語を勉強しています。皆さんは日本語を勉強したとき何に苦りましたか? What was the most difficult thing learning Japanese from Samuel? That's a good question, actually. Sorry for everyone who's wondering what I just did. I read out a comment from Samuel Hansen, Japanese, at a very fast way. Hardest thing about learning Japanese, simply remembering all the vocabulary.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot, especially with the kanji characters, right? I don't even know how I can read Japanese characters. I just fucking studied 6 hours a day for 2 years.
I still find particles, like the difference between ni and e, difficult. And for some reason I've never been able to understand yoni and tameni, the differences. I don't know why, I just can't get it. For so long I've tried.
There you go. Oh, by the way, Draz says, okay, after seeing Charlotte wiggle her feet, where can I get a refund?
Fuck you.
Brutal. Also, have fun, guys.
Have fun, guys. It was fun meeting you, Emma. Thank you for joining in that little stream back then, Chris, Charlotte. Back to work. Back to work for Draz. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
We're going to wrap things up now, guys.
Yes.
Because everyone always does that. I'm going back to work thing now. People only like live streams for an hour, and I agree. 1 hour's enough.
Yeah.
With that in mind, I've got to sing something. What should I sing?
Yes. Were you gonna?
The Japanese song. I can't remember the lyrics. I'd rather sing a song that most people would know. I'll tell you what I want. Is that even a song? That's more like a rap, isn't it?
What song?
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really want. I want a zigga, 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 zigga. If you want my something, there you go, that's my singing. I'll tell you what, I'll end the live stream by singing something, and then I'll hit the end button. Before that, we've got one last question from Dejera Michelle. Are you guys ever going to do a fan meetup? Perhaps one day. Some sort of Tokyo creative meetup.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It'll be quite fun. We get all the creators bundled into one room, get some drinks and stuff, and have people come and chat and drink. That'd be quite fun.
That'd be good.
I could see that happening. I could definitely see that happening. That'd be really fun.
Be cool.
Whenever I've been traveling the last month now, and I've met so many people who are just awesome. So many viewers, so many of you guys have come up to me in Kyoto, Osaka, Hiroshima, Fukuoka, and congratulated me on the cycle, or kind of motivated me. And it's been really nice. I feel so lucky. So if you do see me, please come and say hello. I always get people. I've got this girl messaged me on Instagram with a photo of me.
Oh no!
I was me like standing there like that somewhere in Fukuoka, and she wanted to say hi, but she was scared because I'm intimidating. Got a moustache and a beard and a hoodie.
Yeah, you're intimidating. You're intimidating.
I'm intimidating. So people are scared to come and talk to me. I can understand that. I probably wouldn't talk to me, but do come and say hello. I am quite a nice person when the camera's not rolling.
No, you are.
Yeah, I'm lovely.
Look
at my happy face. Yeah. I'm nice. I'm really nice. I'm a nice guy. Be my friend.
Stop. It's too much.
Be
It's
my
too
friend.
much now. Stop.
But anyway, do come and say hello. Good night, morning from New Zealand, Mr. Matman. Can you please do a Fortnite dance or a random one? If you don't, that would make my morning. And please don't, says Andrew. Do a dance for me. Do it on my behalf.
Oh God, what's the There's so many Fortnite dances. I've only seen parodies.
I don't really know anything about
There's
Fortnite.
the one where they're like doing this thing.
Ooh, you're good at it.
Going down.
Yeah.
And then there's the like, how do they do that one?
I don't
really uncool.
I don't know what Fortnite is. I'm not cool.
Oh, I've forgotten.
I wish I need to get in on the loop. But yeah, that's it, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Lots of people in the comment section say you should sing Maria Takeuchi's "Plastic Love."
Oh, but I should
fucking
sing.
good song, but I don't know the lyrics.
Home among the gum trees. Give me a home among the gum trees, with lots of plum trees. A sheep, a two, and a kangaroo with clothes out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair. There you go.
I want to get out.
Oh no!
I want to get out now.
Wait, there's a meeting of fairies. No, we gotta go. We gotta get out of this. No.
I'm still thinking what I've got to sing. Fuck.
What's God Save the Queen?
I'll sing. I'll tell you what. I'm going to sing that Japanese song, but I need to quickly look at the lyrics.
Okay, go for it.
Everyone else, you can run. Sukiyaki lyrics. So this song is called Sukiyaki Song, and it's a really big song in Japan. It was the first Japanese song to hit the Billboard 100 in the Billboard Hot 100 in the US.
Oh.
So it's really famous, and it's by Sakamoto Q, beautiful singer, who actually died in the second world's worst air crash ever in 1985, I think. Terrible. But anyway, he wrote this song, and it's just it's called Ue Muite Aru Ko. I look up while I walk.
Okay.
And it's about this guy who's crying while he's walking,
Oh.
and he looks up so the tears don't roll down his face.
Do they just
It's
pull?
quite-
Do they just
So,
pull?
so they just go back in his eye. It must
Oh.
really sting.
Oh.
I'll sing the first verse. So, Ue o muite aruko, namida ga kobore nai you ni, omuidasu haru no hi, hitori bochi no yoru, and so on and so forth. There you go.
Amazing.
Fucking yeah.
You did it.
Should have been a
I can't believe
singer.
you did it.
Right, guys, that's my cue to get out of here and go to bed. Have a good one. Thanks for joining, no matter where you might be out there in the big wide world. Thanks for joining our live stream today, guys.
iVideo.
And what?
iVideo.
Oh, God, yeah.
We have to.
Just quickly,
Okay, don't move it too much.
oh, my God.
Sometimes.
Just quickly before we go, thank you to iVideo for basically sponsoring this video by giving us this portable Wi-Fi, which we've used as we travel Japan the last 2 months. So this live stream, which has been good quality, is thanks to iVideo.
They
Without
actually
it,
do-
no live stream.
They actually do super cheap Wi-Fi. It's the cheapest Wi-Fi I've ever seen in Japan. It's actually a really good deal. So if you're coming to Japan and you want to check out iVideo, there's a link in the description down below. I don't know if we have a discount.
Oh, you do have a discount.
Where do you get it?
They're so good. Seriously, just go online. It's so good. Yeah.
Japanese hotels, the Wi-Fi is
So good.
utter shit.
Get a pocket Wi-Fi.
Get a pocket Wi-Fi.
It's the one. That's seriously the cheapest one I've seen. You can get it for less than $100 a month. Much less, I think.
If you're coming to Japan and you need the internet, just get this iVideo. In the description box, there's a 10% discount coupon code, and you can find out more details. But honestly, without this, we would be fucked for live shows and for most things. So do check it out. But for now, guys, no matter where you might be out there in the big wide world, thanks for joining us on the Tokyo Creative live stream. We're off. I'm off for a shower and then bed,
Me
and
too.
then to do
Insane.
more cycling tomorrow. We'll see you again soon, and there will be another live stream sometime in the next few days, I'm sure. But for now, no matter where you might be, have a good one. I've got, by the way, when I end these live streams, I've got a beatbox my way out.
Oh, okay.
So do you want to rap?
Oh no, I'm not ready this time.
Do
About
rap
what?
chocolate. Chocolate. The people want chocolate. You want
What
chocolate,
rhymes
don't you
with
guys?
chocolate?
Chocolate.
Booklet.
Go.
I was reading a booklet and it was about chocolate, and I love chocolate in the morning, in the afternoon, and I like to nap in the noon soon and eat it with a spoon. Eat the chocolate with a spoon in the noon on the moon.